Hey, we're here at Greenbrier West with Ty Nickell, All-Stater last year, and 1,500, 1,600 yards I think you had,
Yes,
Ty. First of all, just reflect on last year, the season you had. Did you expect to have all the numbers that you had, and the way you finished, you did make it to the playoffs? Just talk about last year.
Last year, I'll just take you back to summer. It was a little rough for me in the summer. I was battling a gallbladder, and throughout the season, I never knew when I was going to be sick or what was going to happen. But I got it worked out. I toughed it out, and I kept working. I was in the weight room, listened to my coaches, especially Owen. He taught me a lot of things, and I just went there.
And that Owen Schmitt was a big running back, WVU, a fullback in his day, a big guy like yourself. What did it mean to you to have a guy like Owen Schmitt, giving you points? And he'll be back again this year. To me, to have a guy like that around.
It's awesome. I mean, he knows what he's talking about. He lived it, and he did it every day. And it's nice that he can give me stuff to do that he did. And he wants me to do just as good as he did. And I go out there, and he just teaches me how to run through a gap hard and how to lower the shoulder. That's the biggest thing.
When did you know you would, that maybe you had a chance to have the kind of success you've had in high school so far? I mean, was there a point, when freshmen come in, they're obviously a little nervous. Did you know immediately you had a chance to be pretty good? And you played with some great players down here, too.
Yeah, it was my freshman year I started defense. And I was still kind of shaky there. It was new for me being in high school level. But my sophomore year is when I knew it. Started both sides of the ball. I played lineman my sophomore year. That's just kind of when I knew I had a big sophomore year for me personally. It was all around, it was the best time.
That's when you knew that you could do this. And do you have a preference, offense, defense? I mean, most people like to touch the ball, you know.
KV might get mad if I say this, but I'd rather have offense. I like to lower the shoulder and run through the, just hit a person, knock them down, run through them, and score.
You can also be physical. I think a lot of people don't understand that you can be physical on offense. Do you consider your style to be like an Owen Schmitt, a bruiser? Or do you like to think you have some deceptive speed?
I do. I think I just like to hit people. I mean, I can do that offense, defense. I just like to hit them, make contact, knock them down.
This year, I think there are a lot of expectations for East. I know West. I think you guys last year here at Greenbrier West, you'd lost some people from the year before. You thought if we can get into the playoffs, that'd be a plus. And I would expect the Cavalier Nation expects a little longer run, if not all the way.
Yeah. We can do it. It's just we got to put more work in than we did last year. We have to come more together as a team, and we have to understand each other, have each other's backs, and just go out there and play for each other, our hometown, and give them what they want to see. And I hope we can do it.
Do you go into each game with a goal in mind, or do you go into each game just do what I can? I mean, a lot of people like to. I think one guy in the whole area had 100 yards in rushing in each game. I mean, do you go in with a goal to get a certain number?
No, I just go in to get the W. That's all I really go in for. I don't really, the stats, a championship will mean more than the stats for me. So I just go out there and play football.
I think the line returns quite a few people too this year, if I'm not mistaken. Talk about the lineman that you have back.
We actually just got one. It's Rennie.
One back?
One. And, he's great. He's go out there and he'll hit you, and he's going to give you 110% every down.
With new linemen, then, that being the case, what do you expect to have to be more physical to get your yardage?
They're freshmen. They got a lot of freshmen. We got a couple juniors on there. I do, but they got me, and I'm going to have them, and they're going out there and give it their all. And I'm just going to have to maybe push a little bit extra to get through there.
Who was a guy from this program that you looked up to coming up? It could have been when you were in middle school, elementary school, maybe when you first got to high school. Was there a guy that you looked up to and said, that's kind of like, I would like to pattern my game after this. I want to be the next, this guy at Greenbrier West?
The two brothers, Marquise Frazier and Malik Boatwright. They were here when my sister was here in 2014, and I really looked up to them.
Now, that team went to the state championship. What do you remember about that team and that state title run?
They played together. There was no arguing or nothing. They helped each other up. They helped them every block, every pass. They just had each other's back, and it was a great team to watch.
You have memories of watching that. You must have been just starting in elementary school.
I was. I think I was going into third grade. or something. No.
So you would come out here and watch them on Friday night?
Yeah. Up there on that hill above us. That was where I watched it.
This is your senior year. What do you have any? And you already said you want the W's. Those stats don't there. But when you get time to think about it, do you have any goals? I think a lot of running backs that have achieved that 1,000 or that 1,500 like you have would like to take it up to 2,000.
I want to take it up to 2,000. Yes, sir, most definitely. And I'm pushing myself every day to get there, and I just hope I can do it.
Well, your expectations for this team are what? Yours, not the team, but you.
They're high. They're really high. They're higher than they was last year, that's for sure. Last season.
Even though you got a young line, I mean.
Yeah, I got full trust in them, and I got full trust in myself. I got full trust in the coaches, and we can do it.
All right, hey Ty, I appreciate the time and good luck this season.
Thank you.
We'll be watching you.